Yeah, yeah. You're welcome to Nigerian Market. Nigerian Market, you already know, is an advocacy program of AIM. And AIM is an ambassador initiative for development and empowerment. Yeah, today, right now, we are streaming live on ARTCO Industry Nigeria Limited. And we are here with the Chief Executive, Chief Dr. IHEME. Am I right, sir?
Yes.
Right.
Dr. KACHI IHEME.
KACHI IHEME. We are here to spotlight the new industry we're talking about. We spoke today on the furniture industry in Nigeria. We're trying to see how we can break arms to create jobs for Nigeria and grow the economy of Nigeria. So we're here with me, Mr. Chimene Samuel Paul. So, Chief, it's our pleasure to be in your office this morning. And as we know, Nigerians are watching us. I want to see how far the industry in furniture has actually gone far. So, I do meet you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. My name is Chief Dr. KACHI IHEME.
All right.
I'm actually the group chairman
Okay.
and CEO of JCA Global Group. We are the owners of ARTCO Furniture Showroom, right? And we have been involved in furniture manufacture for 3 decades now.
3 decades?
Yes. And we have always aligned ourselves to luxury end furniture. Luxury end, that we call high-end furniture. We cater for a specific kind of clientele and those who value living in luxury. That's what we do. I'm involved in several parts of of life. I was the Accord Party's senatorial candidates for Abia North in the 2019
senatorial election.
Yes. I'm also a global diplomat.
Okay.
The United Nations eminent peace ambassador.
Okay.
And I'm also the country director of Faithful Friends Nigeria.
Wow.
That is the interfaith project that is dedicated to promoting a common humanity and pursuing religious pluralism and peaceful coexistence among all faith traditions. These are what I do, basically.
Within Nigeria?
Yes, all globally. Okay. Yes, we are Faithful Friends have their headquarters in the Forest Gates in the United Kingdom.
All right. So it is a pleasure having had this long profile from you. You still have time to create this industry or create this office that can be able to give services to Nigeria. We want to actually know because, as we said earlier, the furniture industry in Nigeria for some time now, Nigerians have now really seen the potentials that is lying farm for now. So we want to see where you started and you've told us how you've come to this moment that is actually selling. Because as I came in, I saw the concept and I saw your finishing, I saw your everything is done to detail. So we want Nigerians to actually, understand how far you've gone to this extent that you are now.
Okay, let me just start give you a little background.
All right.
I remember when I was still a secondary school student in 1979, I used to have one room then in Enugu. My father deliberately gave me that room to stay in because he knew how passionate I am about good interiors at that age. However, I took my time to wall the whole room with old newspapers. But I made sure that you will read all the stories. So what a lot of people do when they come to my house, they will read all the newspapers, you won't miss any line. That means you won't miss a line. You can read all the stories in the newspapers as they are, not cutting and jamming. I remember then that I introduced, because of the nature of the room, I introduced a round bed. You know, I introduced a round bed. That bed, I designed it myself at that time. And I got my camera to come to my house and then run it round. I put in my effort and then we were able to come out with it. And it became unique. There was no other place around where you have, we call it Olympic Stadium then.
Yeah.
So, you know, and again, well, I carried on with that. And a lot of people come and they admire what I do. Any other place, I can stay the whole day changing the pattern, you know, the way things are in my room. And that goes on to my father's house too. So everything about the interiors, the finishing, I take my time and they came out beautifully well. That people come in and copy from us. You know, I have time, my ceilings are all made of wood. I build them up in models. You know, that's a long time. I'm talking about 1979, wow, you know.
That's actually a long time.
You know, that's long time. And then again, when I came into Lagos after my graduation, I remember then I was employed in a furniture company, Emperor Tech, you know, in Moloney Street, as their marketer. And I took it up. I came into one bank, you know, to introduce my furniture, what I do as a marketer. And I discovered that the old man Daobaka, well, he was a youth club then, he took me to their junkyard. And what did I see in the junkyard? Over 70 swivel chairs that we are broken and packed. So what do they do? A chair breaks down, you order another one and dump that one. And then I introduced swivel chairs restoration services to the bank. What the job was to bring back all those bad swivel chairs. I started fixing those bad chairs and turning it back to them, and they were paying me. And that became my first line of business. Then I took my time not to market in my furniture in Ikeja or in the mainland. I concentrated in Ikoyi and Victoria Island. And they started calling me chairman.
Okay, so that's a chairman.
So the man who is always carrying chairs. You know, well, before I left Lagos, I had about 19 banks on retainership on just swivel chairs alone. Their cabinets, restoring their cabinets and putting it back the way it used to be. I had some other companies there, Najib, Nigeria, L, for these ones, and only you know, there are very many of them, and they all know me. So all I do is move from one bank to one oil company, go to another bank, drop my invoice, go to the other one, pick my check, go to the other one, take details of their furniture need, and I will just run around the whole of Victoria Island.
Now, because of time, Chief, is this just a passion, or was it part of what you studied in school?
No, you know, I said it's a passion.
Passion.
Yes, okay. It's passion, because I love what I do. So I could do it for 24 hours. When people are sleeping, I'm thinking about what design to recreate. How is this place going to look? When people are watching movies, African Magic and other things, I'm watching the interiors. I'm measuring I don't look at the characters, I look at how every room is furnished. The color, the specs, the sizes, and I begin to criticize what is not right. But unfortunately, I don't know who to report that. So what do? I employ it in my whatever we are creating in the industry.
Okay. Now, Chief, this is a new industry we're looking at. You know, Nigeria today, we have a lot of challenges, job, a lot of high unemployment rate in Nigeria, high poverty rate in Nigeria. And then we're talking about diversification of our economy. Yes, outside oil, agriculture has been like the lead, you know. Now, furniture, in our studies, we see that furniture is also a sector that can take young people out from the street. Now, can you tell us how Nigeria can, you know, grow our economy, create jobs and grow our economy using the furniture industry?
Let me explain a few things about the situation we found ourselves in. I was the chairman of United Furniture Association in Abuja here.
Okay.
And I remember in 2010, we approached Erufai to give us a land. Then they were chasing all these boys in Kubo.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, they are chasing them. That place is meant to be a road. First, we have another side. They said no, they took us to the other side. You know, that's the way they did. And the government have been chasing everybody that we are, you know.
Yeah.
If you go to Idu, you will see them, you go everywhere, but the government are not thinking about them, how to put them together, how to allow them to develop. You know, so that's why you see a lot of cut and nail activities going on. But you see, Erufai then gave us a place in Idu Yard to build.
Okay.
You know, I was one of the people that started. I thought that same location where you see Alibat staying now is my stations that he used to build his factory.
Oh.
And I lost it all. I lost everything with all the things I put in, the money that the whole union, the boys, everybody contributed money to pay for that place. We followed it up to a point, you know, the ministry people, they will tell you that they are looking for your file, they're looking for this until one day we came down so that Alibat has opened up his main warehouse. Wow. So, but these little boys are still struggling. Nobody is encouraging them. At any time you want the boys to grow, what do you see? The government will come up with their policy. They are liberalizing furniture importation. Once they liberalize the furniture importation, what do you see? Everybody will go into the imported furniture. And abandon the boys who are struggling to promote the local furniture, who are putting effort, who are copying from the concept that with nothing, you doing everything with hand. The reason why you are seeing some of these things coming out of this place is because we have the equipment, we have the machines, we have the precision cutters, we have systems that can cut out 60 doors in a day. We have machines that can edge this whole board, almost 200 boards in one day. But the boys they don't have it.
They don't, yeah.
So if the system, if the government decides today to ban furniture importation outrightly, what will you see? We have tested good furniture. We know what a good finished furniture is. All right? Yeah. And we are creative. It will rub off on the boys in the roadside. Because basically there are some people we are using. We employ them as our staff. When they work for some time, they acquire skills, they go back and open their own. But because they don't have the equipment, because they don't have the machines, so they will be doing those things that machines can do with their hands, and so it won't come out well.
So government can use this to create a lot of employment.
Of course, in the factory there we have over 70 workers.
Just one factory?
Yes, the factory in the yard we have over 70 carpenters, operators, installers, you know, all doing their specs. In the upholstery section, you have upholsterers, you have wood carvers, you have all of them in their own sections. All right. You know, so if we give them time, if government takes the right advice, initiate the right policy, you will see that these boys after a while they will come back on their own and start producing, and then they will bring in their own people, their younger ones. I have personally in Abuja here trained over 700 carpenters.
That's huge. That's huge.
In fact, that's why I always say, Chief, it's fine. You've come a long way, and I want to appreciate you this far. Well, for us, as you've given us the history, we know the name ARTCO had come a long way.
Yes.
At ARTCO, we want to actually look at. You've mentioned the issue of machineries, and that's where the whole business lies, and that is why we have a shortage because of machineries we don't have in Nigeria. So we want to see how far ARTCO on its own as a company has gone, because I believe if ARTCO is splitted all over, it's not only in Abuja,
not only in Nigeria,
only in Nigeria, I think we'll go far, because we're talking about touching lives, touching how creating jobs that are actually
boosting the economy.
And that's our interest. So, what extent of support you may actually need from government to see that expansion is necessary, so that we can be able to begin to see the real act that you're doing? It shouldn't be limited to Abuja alone or to Lagos. What extent, what area you're looking at government should actually come? Because you also mentioned during LFI you were given this due layout. So from now on, in terms of machineries, what effort do you think government can come in to assist at this level?
I have always amplified policy positions.
Okay.
The challenge you always have is policy somersaults.
Okay.
An enabling environment will make everybody grow and everybody happy. I've talked about liberalizing furniture importation.
Okay.
You see, the moment you open we're already challenged with power.
Yeah.
You know, power insufficiency. The factory runs 24/7 on generator.
Yeah, we agree.
You see, and I'm sure you know the cost.
Yeah.
You know, the taxes that the government is imposing in the industry is also huge. It is also huge. Remember that furniture is a valuable product.
Yeah.
So for every sales, for every piece of item that is sold, we pay VAT on it. And VAT is now 7.5%. And they want Nigerians to patronize you in it. Because if there is no patronage, there will not be growth.
Expansion.
You see? So it is making the cost of furniture production, luxury end furniture production, to be high. For instance, in 2005, you know, we are selling this door for 130,000.
Wow.
Right? But today the same door is going for 230,000.
Over 100%
increase.
So you can understand, because by the time you put on the VAT elements, put on it comes on high, and the current exchange rates. Because in as much as we are producing locally, every other item you see us use here are all imported. From Austria, from Ega, from Lebanon. Because these are where we are sure of getting hard wearing laminates. We are not doing hardwood furniture.
Now, Chief, what do we do? Because for us in Nigeria market, our focus is how to curtail that importation. Anything. So in terms of raw material, now I understand that in Nigeria we also have timbers or wood. Does it mean that there's no way we can look inward to begin to use those raw materials that we have in Nigeria to produce same quality?
Yes,
as well?
I will tell you, in 2003,
okay,
I started laminating boards here in Abuja. What do? I will pick sapele plywood, which is 100% manufactured locally.
Yeah.
I pick sapele particle boards.
Okay.
All right, and I will laminate them with formica.
Okay.
And they become a hard-wearing laminate boards. What they became, what we used to call them, beggar boards.
Yeah.
You know, we sometimes we put in normal plywood, and we use melamine to veneer it, and they come out fine. But suddenly, the market was liberalized. Everybody went to China. Very many people went to China and flooded the whole of Day and Kubo with China boards.
MBA.
You see, so when you are doing that your laminated boards that you did here, the customer will tell you, no, this one not chuku board.
So it's also the choice. We were also, as Nigerians, we don't want to grow.
We want good things, but we are close. We are opening the door for the wrong ones to come in. So it is because we know that the environment is not enabling. That is why, and we still want to give the consumers high quality products. Let's close these doors. Let us begin to consume what we have in the industry.
Yeah. which is our message. Let's
And
look
if
inward.
we do that, I remember when Obasanjo was the president, he banned furniture importation, and the local industry picked up. And we started seeing very beautifully made Nigerian furniture. Most of the expatriates you see who are coming to most of the factories you see in the Duyard sprang up. If you go to the Duyard, you will see over 10 furniture manufacturing companies, and about 8 of them are managed by expatriates.
Yeah.
But they are owned by Nigerians. You see the Turks, you see the Lebanese, you see the Indians, you see the Syrians, you see the scattered everywhere they do the manufacturing what? Luxury and furniture. But they are owned by Nigerians and they are employing Nigerians.
Yeah.
There's none of them that has less than 20 carpenters working in there, and they are all Nigerians working.
All right. Thank you very much. If you are watching us, we are Nigerian market, and you know Nigerian market is an advocacy program, always trying to let Nigerians know that we need to look inward. And today we are focusing on the furniture industry. And from what we have gotten from ARTCO industry in Nigeria, from the chairman, we are saying he's saying that if liberalization can actually be given room for, I think the furniture industry will go very far and will be able to, get what we are looking for that we're going to China to get. The issue why Nigerians are looking upwards because they have actually liberalized the market or allowing other products that are supposed to be done in Nigeria to be giving room for other foreigners to come in. So if today, from what we have gotten from this company chairman and such advices that he has given can be taken, I think the furniture industry will go a very long way and to be able to liberalize and give us the needed economy that we are looking at. So we want to encourage Nigerians, especially the government, to see how they can actually begin to ban this importation of furniture products from other countries, especially from China, so that we can begin to look back to what we have on ground, because what we have on ground can actually sustain us so far in Nigeria. So, sir, because of time, I'm going to find out. We're almost running up. If you can be able to give us your last words, your advice, especially for those who may want to come into this industry. What advice can you be able to give to them so that they can also stick? Because I know you are already old in the business and you have the experience.
Yeah, thank you very much. One of the things that inspired me to remain in this industry and be here for 30 years running is because I know that everybody needs furniture. Of course. Everybody from cradle to the grave. You are born in a cot, and you are buried in a coffin. Of course. They are all furniture. So I know that you cannot be unemployed, you cannot lose clients, you cannot lack if you are in the industry, because everybody patronizes the furniture manufacturer. So instead of sitting down and talking unemployment, I employ the youth to try their hands. Come into the industry, there is space for everybody. There are luxury end, there are classic, there are moderate, there are economy, there is even the roadside. You can just begin to do what they call it a woman bench, and it's still furniture. There's so much you can create. It is limitless. I've always said it. The first employed man is a carpenter. And the last man that is close to God, who is also called the Son of God, is also a carpenter. The richest man in the world had always been a carpenter. You are familiar with IKEA, of course. Yeah. And I'm sure if you look around the Christ killers, they are also carpenters. So in every sector, in every grade, there are furniture makers around you. You don't need to go too far. The time to say, I'm ashamed to introduce myself as a carpenter has gone. That's gone. No more carpentry, we're taking on furniture. We are very, very proud to call ourselves creative carpenters.
So it has been a good time and a wonderful moment with you, Chief, and you're listening. We are still with Chief Dr. IHEME is the CEO of ARTCO.
Group chairman of JC Global Group, the owners of
ARTCO Furniture Limited. It's a pleasure having you, sir. And I know you've spoken and from your kind, I can see you blend your trade with some other things, especially you talked about contested sometimes. And I know from your posture there, I saw a Senate picture. I want to see that as a Nigerian, you are also trying to see how you can blend your trade with politics.
Yes,
that's good governance.
That's good governance. How do you interpret it?
The only way to effect a change is to go into the mainstream and be a part of them that will change it, make the difference and make the changes. That is what actually propelled me to politics.
All right.
I have always desired to get things done the proper way, and I'm not giving up. It is a journey, and we must get there.
So 2023.
Yeah, sure. We must continue to advocate until things get better.
All right. That's good. All right. Thank you very much. And it's a pleasure having this discussion with Nigeria Market Crew. And we want to wish you the very best in your endeavor, especially in this industry. And as I've said, we will continue to make this industry a thing that other people or investors can also come in and take it as a trade so that we can create jobs for Nigeria. So we want to thank you very much once again. See, it's our pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so we take the mantra to say buy Nigeria to grow Nigeria. So that's how we're just going to end.
That's how
we'll all say buy Nigeria to grow Nigeria. So let's just say that now.
Buy Nigeria to grow Nigeria.